Hello and welcome to Adventures with Amber, the Southeast Asian edition. Hey, it's me, Amber, and join me this time in Vietnam in a slightly different video as we squeeze 10 days into one video. We just shared an experience in the toilet cubicle. Maybe I'm just very unrealistic.
How have you not broken or lost this?
Don't jinx it now! Join me for 10 days in North Vietnam. We are in Hanoi, going on a mooch. As seen in my Gilead vlog, you know, where I realised what the sugar syrup was. That's where you feature. And we're going to mooch, which is a very definite, proper English word. We almost got interrupted. Death by flowers. It's the Christmas shops for me. It's 30 degrees in Vietnam and there's Christmas shops. It's like Vietnam Macy's. Ah, it's a Christmas shop. There's even Christmas trees and Santa.
Oh my god.
Stop it.
I'm not ready for this. Do they even celebrate Christmas?
I don't know, it feels so wrong when it's like sunshine warm. Oh, I don't like how not safe that looked, but they're up there. I'm gonna stick to the edge just in case. I don't know. You know, they might crack. I'm not sure if we're being stupid or adventurous here. People swimming. There's literally people swimming. We made it to the water. I'll level with you guys. I feel a little bit sick. That is really long, and as much as there are other people here, those pavement slabs move, they move a little bit, and you're trying to watch where you're going, but there's gaps in the pavement slab, so like you're walking and like the motion sickness element of like seeing the underground move and like having such a loud like sensory overload to one side, like that's a lot. I'll level with you. We made it. Floating house.
There's people swimming there.
Yeah.
Oh, not swimming.
I don't think I'd swim in that. I don't think if anything touched my foot, I'd scream. We found a park to walk through because we went to look at the train track and we weren't really sure what the hell was happening. It was very overstimulating and people were beeping. So we've come to a park and there's a lot of games going on. I'm not really sure. So I'll level with you completely. This is a very overstimulating city and I'm not sure I particularly like it. I think some of the architecture is beautiful. I think it's obviously very French themed and maybe that's why, but genuinely, once again, like the road rules go out the fucking window. This is a pavement, but for some reason there's absolutely like mopeds on it now. I was like, as well as like nobody's stopping like at all, and I know that like I've seen it like a lot of online like jokey videos like, oh yeah, like trying to cross the road in Vietnam and stuff. I'm like, yeah, but why aren't you stopping? Like maybe I'm too tired to have to like pay any attention to like why do you have a zebra crossing or like a green man if you're not going to stop and going to run into me anyway? So it's just very overstimulating, very tired. Like I've been here, this is my first day and I'm tired and it's so f***ing noisy. Like overstimulatingly noisy if I'm being completely honest. Like everyone beeps but like there's no point, like it's too much. Like you're not in danger, you just don't like what the other, like that's worse than the UK. The way they beep is way worse than the UK. Horrid. Not a fan of that overstimulation, to be honest. Both me and my friend respond to sounds quite weird. We chilled out at a cafe that was really tranquil, and as soon as we left, you're straight up on a street again with everyone beeping and traffic everywhere, and it's just exhausting. So I wouldn't do more than 2 days here at all, and I'm really glad I only booked 3 nights. Could have got, like, would have been happy with 2 nights, to be honest. Because as beautiful as some stuff is to see, for my brain, for the way I work, for what's going to exhaust me and whatnot, not a fan. basically come to the very strong conclusion that we both have sensory issues. We do not like going on the Hanoi streets where everyone beeps consistently and very loud and for a very long time. So we found a rooftop bar above Beer Street. We think we're here. So we've come higher, so we're away from the noise, and it looks cool. And it does look cool. We've just got our tickets for the puppet show later on, which I'm quite glad about because we thought it was sold out. But we've just turned up and there was a few tickets left for today. So we'll be going to see that. And then this area is like shut off and we're not really sure what's happening. But there's like a beer thing over there. And there's playing music and the whole road shut off, which is actually incredibly nice because no traffic is trying to hit you. I don't know what this band's doing, but that's kind of cool. We've just come to the temple. Some really religious music is playing in the background and it's really giving us a nice temple. I think this temple is to mark maybe hip-hop, R&B. I'm not really sure what this is. That was trippy.
I'm gonna ask them to turn it down.
Some of us are trying to temple here, please. Peekaboo. We just shared an experience in the toilet cubicle. Yeah. They're quite short. That is actually he was playing that string. I don't know what it's called. It's like one string. Look how amazing that is. We then went to the Prisoners of War Museum, which, by no surprise, was pretty deep, but there was a lot of information there. So if you go here, allow yourself a decent amount of time to look around because honestly, it's really quite interesting. I then also went to the Women's Museum. It was kind of fashion textiles-y based and it was super quiet and it was exactly what I needed to just chill out and have a quiet space to indulge in some nice little fashionista stuff in noisy Hanoi. So I would highly recommend these two and they really weren't expensive to get into either. We're going to see the water puppet show.
Chính xuân trần lãng sẽ y sự đời với đôi đà đoan nên theo tôi mới phải lặn lội để lo toan sự rối.
There's vibey music and we don't know what's happening. It's been going on since this morning. No idea. No explanation for what that is. This is a very new experience. We got on a normal bus, like a coach, and we were like, oh, this is great because it's not like a little shuttle bus that we have to spend 6 hours to Sapa in. And then they're like, no, we're going to change you and you're going on a sleeper bus. We've got little blankies, little pillows. Now we're going to spend 6 hours going to Sapa from Hanoi. It's so hugely French styled still, like it actually blows my, it's just so, it's so trippy because it makes me feel like I'm in Europe. I know obviously they were completely tortured by the French. It's got like that ski mountain vibe in Europe. Obviously it's their winter and it's 23 degrees, which is actually about 10 degrees colder than the rest. I've got my jumper and my long trousers on, like geez, I've not worn these together since I left the UK. It's church. It's like little things like that that then like really remind you that obviously like the West completely colonise this place. That's the first church I've seen. Yeah, in the last 2 months on my travels. Is it Christmas decorations or is this just how they decorate their street? This is beautiful. That is beautiful. That looks like literally, is it Hugo when he lives in a clock? Like that's what that reminds me of. I never even knew it was going to be like this. I feel like I've gone to a European city for like a Christmas holiday. Look at those lanterns. Okay, this is my hostel in Sapa. I'm only here 2 nights because I have now officially booked to do the Ha Giang Loop tomorrow. No, I'm getting picked up tomorrow to start on Wednesday. I'm only going to do the 2-night, 3-day one. I didn't do it in Singapore. But it's capsules. It's my capsules. It's a bit of a mess, I'll show you. It's a little bit of a mess. I woke up to this view. Look at that. And that's why I chose the capsule. It was literally £5, less than £5 a night. So, I have to say, they're quite comfy. See if I can climb on up. They're quite spacious, quite comfy. I'll level with you, this one a little bit on the dirty side. My duvet doesn't seem very clean. My pillow doesn't smell clean. I guess one of the other guys said that and asked for another thing and he was like, I basically just got a different one. So I was like, do you know what? There are worse things happening in the world, aren't there? I've put literally, that's why my sweater is over my pillow, because I refuse to let my face touch it. Found a very vicious beast. Little vicious beast. I just wanted to tickle your chin and now you're chewing on my finger. I have to say, there is something about Sapa that just has this like really lovely, there's a charm to it, and I don't know what it is. Whether it is because it is just surrounded by mountains, because it still has the busy roads and people like to honk. I think they've got more road rage, much like the Brits and whatnot. I think maybe that's the European influence coming out there. But it is just really, I don't know, like there's just something really picturesque and beautiful about it. Like this is just like the little square in between, because I don't think it's even that big really. But there is something very like beautiful and cute about it, in that it's different. I can't put my finger on it, and it's not overwhelming at all like Hanoi, so that's even lovelier, because that was too much, to be honest. Look at this view. The iconic hand photo. Don't want to ruin the illusion, but it's actually not hanging over a cliff. I'm not sure if I'd want to fall. But look at this view. Wow. This is actually beautiful. It's obviously, it's not the clearest of days, but it's better than yesterday anyway. But I paid to come into, I think it's Moana, which is just 80,000. VD, which is like what, £2.50, something like that, which is it is obviously a tourist site where you do all this one, you might have seen this one before. You've got a couple of the hands down there, the piano and stuff, and I don't mind, to be fair, but like I sometimes think these things are executed really poorly, because like if you had like a decent cafe and food place on site and like a little walk or just a field, like I would happily just like eat food here and drink coffee and just look at this view. Maybe they don't want that. Maybe they want people to come in and come out, take their photos and leave. So it's a bigger, I don't know. You know, I don't know the business strategy here. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, it started raining, so everyone's kind of legged it. this is what I mean. Like I could just a bench for me to have a drink or like a coffee or a snack. I could just stare at this. I could stare at this for a good hour. Probably more. Probably more. I am, however, wishing. I just need a jacket, like a little denim jacket would have done. I am wearing a vest top, and I could be wearing a jumper. I'm trying to channel my Englishness, because realistically this isn't cold in England. But here it is. You really notice it after being like, you know, in 34, feel like 40-degree heat for like the last month, so. I think it is actually like 21 degrees. I found some nice people, and they took some photos of me on the hand, so I look like badass now, and people think like I've walked out over like a cliff drop, and it looks cool, doesn't it? For the gram, brother. But I know it's like a bit of a tourist thing. The gates I'm not that fussed about. The hand, I like the idea of the hand because it does have a beautiful black. Can I speak today? It does have, the hand has a beautiful backdrop, so that is lovely. But the head statue, I think it's just really interesting. I think it's really nice to have something like that. And I was sort of hoping, this is what I mean, you know, like Yorkshire Sculpture Park vibes. That's what I kind of vibe. Yeah, maybe I'm just very unrealistic. But you know, I think this is a beautiful view. Like, why would you not savor the moment? I don't know. But the ladies, they chase you, kind of avoid eye contact. And I completely understand that they want to make a living, but I was like, honey, why do I need like a toy elephant? They accost you a little bit. And I know they're trying to make a living. But what they're selling, I do not need. Nor do I want. And they tap you on the shoulder quite a lot. Like when you say no, they kind of follow you for a bit. And I was like, oh dear Lord, okay. Could you not do that? Please. I don't want it. But they're cute. But a bit too much for me. So I'm just about to start the Ha Giang Loop. And it's pretty chaotic in there, I'll level with you. I'm doing my tour through Jasmine Tours because my friend said it was recommended. And they pick you up, like I got picked up in Sapa, we had a sleep bus. And it was a long drive, I'll level with you. It was a bit long-winded for my liking, for what I thought the journey should be. But you get taken to Jasmine Retreat, basically, and you spend the night there. And now, this morning, we are sorting all our stuff out and setting off at 10:30. It's chaos!
Excuse me, everybody on the group. Okay, so before the tour start, guys, I have to check the name order you one more time, okay? I'll make sure everybody right here together. Okay, group 4, everybody! Đấy, từ cái đéo gì cứ làm đi để cho chúng hùng lên cùng nhau đi đã.
It's fun. It's a little uncomfortable. That man is really wedged in my thighs. We're all gonna be friends by the end of the 3 days. The rain cleared, not the rain, the clouds cleared a little bit. Look at this, look at all the waterfalls down there. We just did a bit where we came around a bend and there was a beautiful waterfall like on the opposite side of the road that we drove past. And I wish I'd had like a camera follow me round. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Oh, it's okay. I literally just like held it the whole time.
You can see yourself in mine. You're right at the front.
No.
Like,
look at me. I'm literally like clinging on for dear life.
I know, my arm.
I do feel the need to say that these 3 days were probably the best 3 days of not only my Vietnam trip, of possibly my entire trip of 4.5 months. The camera work just doesn't do it justice. This is the first day and it was so gloomy and overcast and cloudy, but the views were something I just will never get over. They were so beautiful. You definitely need to do the Ha Giang Loop if you are going to North Vietnam, 100%.
Candy. So candy.
So, do a David Attenborough documentary.
Uphill.
I forgot to do the view.
It's just me anywhere. It was me in Cornwall walking up.
Yeah.
Walking up some stairs.
St Ives this is.
Exactly.
How have you not broken or lost this?
Don't jinx it now!
We're on the way to the cave, which is a 1 kilometre trek. Looks really funny. It's been 84 days. This is the longest kilometre of my life. Actually quite warm now. And we're still going. We were told there was a cave up here, so I really hope there is.
Kibo is actually quite sick. Like, I even know it's better than I expected. I thought it was just gonna be the cave. But
my thighs and my bum really hurt. The view! A beautiful view. Beautiful view. Oh my goodness. Oh, stop. Look at that view.
yeah.
Look at that view while I pee in front of the world.
Yeah.
I need a wee, so I'm doing it.
You just have
Whoa. And we have sunshine today. Okay, so some silly sausage, we won't name names, didn't take an extra SD card, so actually ran out of storage in the first day and a half of her 3 days. So it sort of ends quite abruptly here, but it was honestly the best 3 days ever. I loved it. It absolutely made my life. I would do it again, even with a numb bum, in a heartbeat. I loved it. I cannot recommend it enough. It was the most community-loving, beautiful experience. So thank you to the Ha Giang people, the Ha Giang Loop, and all of the tours, because I love it. The pass. It's a much clearer day. There we go, it's China over there. Other side of there, China.
Hi YouTube, welcome back.
Hi guys, just so you know, there's China, there's Vietnam, that's China.
That's China?
So in conclusion, the Ha Giang Loop is absolutely worth it. It is incredible. I'm so thankful that somebody recommended it to me. I'm so thankful that I went. I'm so thankful of the people I met on this journey and on the tour. I just can't get over it, guys. Like, genuinely, it makes me smile thinking about it. Hanoi, I'm not sure if I'll be back, but Vietnam, you know, hey, I might be. Sapa was cute. Ha Giang is where it's at. So absolutely, anyone doing this, planning this, and going soon, I'm super jealous because you're gonna have an absolutely amazing time. So all in all, thank you so much, Vietnam.